You eat fruit to stay healthy, right? It's one of the first things we're told. Eat more fruit. It's good for your heart. But what if I told you that one popular fruit, the one sitting right there in your kitchen, could quietly raise your stroke risk overnight just because of when and how much you eat it? I know that sounds surprising. After all, fruit is supposed to be nature's medicine, packed with vitamins, antioxidants, and fiber. And for most of your life, that's been true. But here's what changes after 60. Your metabolism slows, your arteries become a little stiffer, and your body doesn't handle natural sugars like fructose the same way it used to. So when you eat certain fruits, especially the high sugar tropical ones, your blood sugar can spike fast, your blood thickens slightly, and your blood pressure may rise during the night, setting the stage for something far more dangerous: a stroke or a clot that strikes when you least expect it. Every week, I meet patients who come into my office proudly holding a list of all the healthy foods they eat. No junk food, no sodas, just fruit, oatmeal, maybe some supplements. And yet, their triglycerides are high, their blood pressure is unstable, and they're struggling with fatigue. When we take a closer look, the cause is simple: too much of the wrong fruit, eaten at the wrong time. So today, I want to help you fix that. We'll uncover the truth about this common fruit, why it becomes risky as you age, who's most vulnerable, and how to keep fruit in your diet safely so it continues to protect your heart instead of harming it. Because the goal isn't to fear fruit, it's to understand it and use it wisely. So let's start by understanding how something as innocent as fruit sugar can quietly stress your arteries overnight. So why would something as natural as fruit ever become dangerous after 60? It all comes down to how your body changes with time. When you're young, your metabolism works like a high-speed engine. Your cells use sugar for energy right away. Your liver clears out the excess, and your blood vessels stay flexible and smooth like brand new pipes. But after 60, that system begins to slow down. Your metabolism drops, your insulin sensitivity weakens, and your arteries lose some of their natural elasticity. That means when you eat a bowl of sweet fruit, especially high fructose ones like grapes, mangoes, or ripe bananas, your body doesn't process that sugar as quickly as it used to. Instead, that fructose travels straight to your liver, where it's converted into triglycerides, fat particles that circulate in your bloodstream. And when triglycerides go up, your blood becomes thicker, your vessels narrow, and your stroke risk quietly increases. And here's the part most people never think about. As we age, our kidneys and blood vessels become less efficient at maintaining balance. So even mild dehydration, something as simple as not drinking enough water during the day, can make your blood more concentrated. Now imagine that combination: a sweet, high fructose fruit eaten late at night, a slightly dehydrated body, and slower circulation. That's the perfect storm for blood pressure spikes, heart rhythm changes, or even clot formation while you sleep. In younger adults, your liver can easily process that extra sugar, but after 60, that same sugar turns into fat inside your arteries. It's not about fear, it's about awareness. Because what feels like a healthy habit, that big fruit bowl before bed, or that extra sweet smoothie after dinner, could be silently working against your heart. The truth is, it's not that fruit is bad, it's that your body has changed and your strategy for eating fruit needs to change with it. The key is knowing which fruits cross that danger line and how to enjoy the right ones safely. So, which fruit should you watch out for? And why do so many people, even the health-conscious ones, get it wrong? Let's uncover that next. So, what's the fruit that can raise your stroke risk overnight? It's not something exotic or rare. It's the fruit you probably have in your kitchen right now, and it's one most people consider the healthiest choice. I'm talking about overripe bananas, mangoes, grapes, and dried fruits like raisins or dates. Yes, the same fruits we often reach for as a natural snack or healthy dessert. But here's what most people don't realize. For adults over 60, these fruits can deliver a sugar and potassium load that your body simply isn't equipped to handle all at once. A single cup of grapes or 2 ripe bananas can spike your blood sugar almost as fast as a can of soda. When that sugar rush hits your bloodstream, your pancreas releases insulin to bring it down. But after 60, your cells don't respond to insulin as efficiently as they once did. So instead of being burned for energy, That sugar is converted into triglycerides, fats, that circulate in your blood overnight. And while you're sleeping, your metabolism slows even further. That's when those fats can begin to thicken your blood, raise your pressure, and quietly strain your arteries. It doesn't happen all at once, but repeated night after night, it sets the stage for stroke, especially if you already have diabetes or hypertension. Now let's talk about something that gets far less attention: potassium. Fruits like bananas, mangoes, and raisins are loaded with potassium, which is usually great for heart health in moderation. But for older adults, especially those on blood pressure medications or diuretics or anyone with reduced kidney function, too much potassium can actually disrupt your heart rhythm. When potassium builds up in the blood, it can cause irregular heartbeat, muscle weakness, and even sudden cardiac complications. And because aging kidneys clear potassium more slowly, a simple healthy fruit snack can sometimes tip the balance overnight. If you have diabetes, high blood pressure, or kidney disease, eating high sugar fruits late in the evening is one of the most common silent stroke triggers I see in my practice. Timing matters just as much as quantity. Eating these sweet fruits before bed means your blood sugar spikes right when your body should be resting. Your liver starts converting that excess sugar into fat. Your insulin stays elevated throughout the night. And by morning, your blood is thicker, your pressure slightly higher, and your arteries a little more inflamed. You don't feel it, but this slow nightly cycle of sugar and fat is what silently raises your risk. Fruit isn't the enemy. Timing and portion are. If you love bananas, enjoy half of one with breakfast, not 2 before bed. If you love grapes, pair a handful with protein or yogurt in the daytime when your body can burn it off. And if you have kidney or heart issues, talk with your doctor before eating potassium-rich fruits daily. The good news is you don't have to give up fruit altogether. You just need to choose the right kinds and eat them in a way that supports your heart and brain instead of stressing them. Because when you learn how to balance nature's sweetness with your body's limits, you can still enjoy fruit safely and deliciously. So let's talk about how to do that, starting with the fruits that protect your arteries, not harm them. So now that we've uncovered the fruits that can quietly raise your stroke risk, let's turn to the good news. There are still plenty of fruits that protect your arteries, stabilize your blood sugar, and keep your heart strong, especially after 60. The safest and most beneficial fruits are the ones that release sugar slowly, the low glycemic, high fiber fruits. Think of these as your metabolic allies. Berries, like blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, packed with antioxidants that strengthen blood vessels and fight inflammation. Apples, especially with the skin on, high in soluble fiber that binds to cholesterol and keeps arteries clean. Kiwi, rich in vitamin C and magnesium, great for blood pressure balance. Grapefruit, low in sugar, supports liver detox and circulation. These fruits give you all the sweetness without the dangerous sugar rush. Here's a secret I tell all my patients: don't eat fruit alone. Pair it wisely. When you combine fruit with protein or healthy fat, you slow down how fast that natural sugar hits your bloodstream. Try berries with Greek yogurt, apple slices with almond butter, kiwi or grapefruit with a few walnuts. This one small change can cut your sugar spike in half, keeping your energy stable and your blood vessels relaxed. Timing matters just as much as type. The best time to eat fruit is in the morning or early afternoon, when your metabolism is active and your body can use that natural sugar for energy. Avoid eating fruit right before bed because that's when your body slows down and sugar is more likely to convert into fat and triglycerides. So, fruit with breakfast or as an afternoon snack? Perfect. Fruit after dinner or as a midnight dessert? Not so much. And don't forget hydration. As we age, our kidneys become less efficient at flushing out excess sugar and potassium. That's why drinking water or herbal tea throughout the day is essential for keeping your blood clean and your pressure steady. Simple habit, big protection. Think of fruit as medicine. Dose matters, timing matters, and balance matters. Nature gave us everything we need. We just have to use it with a little more wisdom as we age. Now that you know the right fruits and how to eat them safely, let's talk about something just as important: who's most at risk and the early warning signs your body gives when fruit sugar is starting to hurt your arteries. Now, you might be wondering, does this really apply to me? I've been eating fruit my whole life. How could it suddenly be risky? The truth is, after 60, your body changes the way it handles sugar, potassium, and water. And for some people, that shift can quietly raise stroke risk without any warning at all. So let's talk about who's most vulnerable and what red flags to watch for. If you have diabetes, prediabetes, or insulin resistance, your body already struggles to move sugar from your blood into your cells. Now add a few overripe bananas or a handful of raisins, and your blood sugar can surge, staying high for hours. That excess sugar doesn't just sit there. It thickens your blood, stiffens your arteries, and increases the likelihood of clot formation overnight. Keep a food journal for 1 week. Write down what you eat and how you feel afterward. You'll be amazed at how often fatigue or dizziness follows a healthy snack. When your arteries are already under pressure, even small sugar and potassium imbalances can have big effects. Fruits like mangoes, grapes, and overripe bananas can raise blood sugar and spike potassium, especially dangerous if you're taking blood pressure medication. Your blood vessels may constrict more easily, and that can tip the balance toward a stroke, especially overnight, when hydration is low. Your kidneys are the body's filter, and as we age, that filter slows down. If you have kidney disease or take medications like spironolactone, your body may struggle to excrete extra potassium. That means that even healthy fruits, like bananas or dried apricots, can push potassium to dangerous levels. The result? Irregular heartbeat, muscle weakness, or sudden fatigue, signs that your electrolyte balance is off. Excess fructose, the natural sugar in fruit, converts quickly into triglycerides in your liver. If your triglycerides are already high, adding daily fruit smoothies or dried fruits can make your blood thicker, heavier, and slower to flow. That's a recipe for clot formation, especially in older adults. Here are some subtle signals that your body may be struggling with sugar or potassium balance. Swelling in your ankles or hands, fatigue or brain fog after meals, irregular heartbeat or fluttering in the chest, dizziness or headaches, especially at night. If you wake up at night with headaches or leg cramps, that's often your body's way of saying your sugar-potassium balance is off. Those little clues are your body whispering, long before a major event like a stroke ever happens. So what can you do about it? Do you have to give up fruit altogether? Absolutely not. The key is building a safe, heart-healthy daily fruit plan, one that nourishes your body, not stresses it. Let's build that plan together, step by step. Now that we've uncovered which fruits can quietly raise your stroke risk, let's turn all that insight into something positive and practical. Because here's the truth, fruit is not the enemy. It's how, when, and how much you eat that determines whether it heals or harms. So let's build your doctor-approved daily fruit routine, one that protects your heart, your blood vessels, and your energy after 60. This is the best time of day to enjoy fruit. Your body's metabolism is fresh, your insulin sensitivity is higher, and your liver is ready to process natural sugars efficiently. Start your morning with a small bowl of berries, blueberries, strawberries, or raspberries, paired with plain Greek yogurt for protein and probiotics. That combination slows sugar absorption, supports digestion, and fuels your brain gently, without the crash. Follow it up with a glass of lemon water. It helps hydration, kidney function, and keeps blood vessels flexible. Think of morning fruit as fuel, not dessert. Keep portions small and balanced. By midday, your body is still active, so this is the perfect window for your second serving of fruit. Choose 1 apple, half a banana, or a small kiwi, and pair it with a handful of nuts or seeds, almonds, walnuts, or pumpkin seeds. The healthy fats and fiber from nuts help slow down sugar release and keep you full longer, preventing that mid-afternoon crash. But, and this is important, skip the fruit juice and blended smoothies, especially store-bought ones. Even the natural ones can carry as much sugar as a soda, without the fiber your body needs to slow it down. If you wouldn't eat 6 oranges in one sitting, don't drink them in 1 glass. As the sun sets, your metabolism winds down. This is when late-night fruit can quietly cause trouble. That healthy banana or mango before bed, it sends a wave of sugar into your bloodstream, just when your body is trying to lower blood pressure and rest. So here's the golden rule. No fruit within 3 hours of bedtime. Instead, try a cup of herbal tea, chamomile, hibiscus, or cinnamon. They relax your nervous system, support heart health, and keep your blood flow smooth overnight. And always finish your day well hydrated. A simple glass of water can make a big difference in circulation and stroke prevention. Fruit is not the enemy. It's how, when, and how much you eat that determines whether it heals or harms. Used wisely, fruit can be one of your strongest allies for longevity and heart health. So, how do we wrap all of this into one powerful takeaway? Let's bring it home with a short, simple reminder you can live by every single day. So what's the real takeaway from all this? Fruit can be your friend or your hidden risk, especially after 60. The difference isn't about fear, it's about balance. Because when you understand your body and how it changes with time, you start using food as medicine, not as a mistake. With just a few small adjustments, choosing lower sugar fruits, eating them earlier in the day, and staying hydrated, you can protect your heart, your brain, and your future. These are small, mindful habits, but over time they add up to years of better energy, sharper thinking, and stronger health. If this video helped you, please give it a like, subscribe for more doctor-backed health advice, and share with me in the comments. What's your favorite fruit, and how do you usually eat it? I read every comment personally, and your stories inspire these videos more than you know. Thank you for watching. Take care, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.